So, you want to learn how to play Bastion but have no idea where to start? Well, fear not, dear viewer, for I, xRyoto, will teach you all the tips and tricks I've learnt over my 350 hours on this bird-loving Omnic. Bastion is one of, if not the highest damage dealing hero in Overwatch. With the correct positioning and understanding of your place in a team fight, you can have an awesome time mowing down any enemy that appears into your line of sight. Bastion's primary fire, Configuration Recon, is a hit scan weapon with little to no damage drop-off. It is highly effective at taking long shots against Widowmakers from across the map, or shooting down that one Lucio that keeps annoying you and your team. On the flip side, Bastion's first and main ability, Configuration Assault, allows him to turn into a minigun-wielding tank. In this form, Bastion is smaller, takes less damage thanks to his passive, and is much slower. But the trade-off for his speed is his ridiculously high damage and fast-firing, infinite ammo minigun that can annihilate any shield, deployable, or hero in its path. It is with your management of this ability's 12-second cooldown that makes you either a really bad Bastion or a really good one. After all, you don't want to lose a team fight because you used your configuration 2 seconds earlier to break a Mei wall. Bastion's second and my personal favourite ability, the A36 Tactical Grenade. It's a sticky grenade which bounces off any surface that isn't a player or the floor. After its first bounce, or if it hits one of the exception surfaces, it will stick to it, and after half a second it will detonate, dealing damage and booping you or any enemies within its radius. It, however, also has a second, more fun use. If taking advantage of, Bastion can use the explosion of his grenade to launch himself around the map and up onto high ground like his own personal rocket jump. This jump is best performed by shooting the grenade directly at your feet and jumping right as it goes off to maximize your height gained. Bastion's ultimate ability, Configuration Artillery, is definitely the worst thing in Bastion's arsenal of weapons. In this ultimate, Bastion transforms into a giant mortar and can launch 3 explosive shots anywhere on the map. However, you only have 8 seconds to decide where to place them. These shells deal extremely high damage at the center of the blast, but fall off extremely quick. It is best used in a group of enemies your team is currently fighting to lower all of their HP and make it much easier for your team to win. Or in combination with one of the many ults that stop people from moving and therefore escaping your ultimate, such as Zarya's Graviton Surge, Hazard's Downpour, or Mei's Blizzard. Finally, one of the best and mostly guaranteed uses of Bastion's ult is to use all 3 shells on one hero that is either in a room, in a hallway, or somewhere that you can easily block off their escape. Or on a hero like Ana, with no abilities to help her survive your ultimate, or to help her get out of the way. With the introduction of perks in Season 15, Bastion went from a character with many flaws and minor things that Bastion players didn't particularly like, into the war machine he is today. The first of his 2 minor perks is Smart Bomb, granting Bastion immunity to any damage from his grenade and boosting its self-knockback by 25%. This one, obviously being my favourite of the 2, really enables Bastion to be flying through the battlefield and reach higher ground than previously possible. His second minor perk is Armoured Artillery, giving Bastion 300 temporary overhealth whenever he ults, allowing you to use his ultimate when touching point in overtime, or mid-team fight, or really just anywhere you want. With this perk, you don't have to be afraid of getting killed while in ultimate, as you will have double the health you normally do. Bastion's 2 major perks are where his playstyle is really pushed to its limits. It really diversifies matchups depending on your playstyle and the combination of the 4 perks you take. Bastion's first major perk is Lindholm Explosives, turning Bastion's minigun when in assault configuration into a tank that shoots projectile shells that explode on impact, which is very similar to his ultimate in Overwatch 1, really only having less damage than it. These shells deal lots of splash damage but excel when shot directly into someone or something, allowing you to kill any support or DPS in the game before they react. The downside of taking this perk, though, is it dealing less overall damage than normal assault configuration, and it only really excels in its high burst damage, being able to kill somebody in moments. Tank Form is a projectile shooting ability, so you can very easily be caught off guard by somebody in the air, who you can only hit with direct shots, like Pharah or Echo. Bastion's second major perk is Self-Repair, re-enabling Bastion's third ability, his Self-Heal, inheriting it back from his Overwatch 1 kit. Self-Heal is quite literally just a push-button heal self ability, which makes it very, very useful when diving the backline or when on an off angle. The other upside to taking this perk is that you keep the normal assault configuration. You don't swap to the tank form, allowing you to keep your nearly hit scan projectile form with your high damage and allowing you to continue to burn down those Faras and Echoes and pressure any tank in the game. And with that, my friend, you have officially learnt how to somewhat decently play the bestest boy in the game. If you would like to see any of these techniques in action, or cheer me on while I put on a show raising awareness for people in need, please check my team out in the Overspooned tournament. On the 2nd and 3rd of August, all of the links to donate to the cause or watch the tournament live will be at the top of the description below. I do, however, have to confess that I have more secrets that I didn't disclose in this video. If you would like for me to teach you how to int on Bastion and fly around like I do, and just be a right weirdo, please let me know in the comments down below and I will make a follow-up video on how to play Bastion like xRyoto. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.